I just heard from Derek. Another month and still no baby. What exactly is your excuse this time, Abby? Matilda, with all due respect, I don't think this is something you should be getting involved in. Don't you dare talk to me like that! This is my family's future we're talking about. Those would be my grandchildren you're failing to produce. We want children too, Matilda. Sometimes these things just take time. It's not something we can control. 4 years, Abby! 4 years since you married my son and still nothing! How much more time do you need? We're doing everything we can, but these things aren't guaranteed to happen right away. It's stressful enough without you breathing down my neck about it. Maybe if you actually enjoyed yourself a little more, we wouldn't be having this conversation. I'm sorry, what? Don't play dumb. Derek tells me everything. He says you're so cold and stiff in bed, it's a miracle he even tries. Matilda, that is absolutely not something you should be commenting on. And frankly, it's deeply disturbing that Derek would discuss those kinds of things with you. Why shouldn't he? I'm his mother. He comes to me for advice like any good son would. This is completely inappropriate. Our marriage is between us. You have no place in our bedroom conversations. Maybe if you actually acted like a wife instead of a frozen corpse, we wouldn't be here. Maybe if you were a little more adventurous and exciting, we'd have a grandbaby by now. I can't even begin to tell you how wrong this entire conversation is. There are boundaries, Matilda. Serious ones. Don't lecture me about boundaries, girl. You're the one who hasn't held up her end of the bargain. What bargain? I married Derek because I love him, not to sign some invisible pregnancy contract. Love doesn't put babies in cribs, Abby. Action does, and you clearly don't have what it takes. This isn't your call to make, Matilda. This is our marriage, our family. You need to back off. Too late for that. Derek's been thinking about divorce, you know. He's tired of waiting. He wants a real wife who can give him what he needs. There's no way Derek said that. He did. And you know what? I agree with him. Your probationary period is over. Probationary period? I'm not a rental car, Matilda. I'm his wife. Not for much longer. 4 long, wasted years. 4 years with nothing to show for it. Derek deserves better, and he's finally going to get it. What are you talking about? Calm down. They haven't met yet. No affair or anything shady. I'm not like that. Then what are you talking about? I found someone for him. A younger, healthier woman. Someone who will give Derek everything he's been missing. I can't even believe what I'm reading. Believe it, sweetheart. She's perfect. Pretty, energetic, eager to start a family. She'll give Derek children the way a proper wife should. You're disgusting. I don't even have words for how wrong this is. Don't get mad at me because you failed. You had your shot. You blew it. I'm not having this conversation with you anymore. I'm going to talk to Derek. we're going to have a real conversation without you inserting yourself into our marriage. You do that, but don't be surprised when he tells you the same thing I did. He's ready to move on, and so am I. Hey there, Derek. I just got done with a very interesting conversation with your mother. Want to guess what she decided to share with me?
Why are you so upset? She just cares about us, that's all.
She knows intimate details about our sex life, Derek. How could you possibly think that's normal?
She asked me how our relationship was doing. What was I supposed to do? Lie to my own mother?
Yes, Derek. That's exactly what you were supposed to do. Or better yet, you should have told her it was none of her business, like any normal husband would. Honestly, how could you allow your mom to be so nosy?
Don't talk about my mom like that. She was just trying to help.
Help? Do you hear yourself right now? There are boundaries, Derek. Your mother has no business knowing what happens in our bedroom.
You're the one making this into a big deal. If you weren't so negative all the time, maybe you'd have a better relationship with her.
Unbelievable. You really think this is my fault?
You're always criticizing her. What do you expect? She's just looking out for me.
Okay, so that's not going to do it for you, huh? All right, I've got plenty more to talk to you about. Let's move on to round 2. Care to explain why she thinks you want to divorce me?
Look, what do you expect me to do? You still haven't gotten pregnant, Abby. We've been trying for 4 years.
So that's it? Because I haven't given you a baby on your mother's schedule, you want a divorce?
It's not just that. You never even try to make things exciting. Maybe if you'd wear the costume I asked you to wear, things would be better.
Are you serious right now? You think fertility issues are solved by dressing up like a French maid?
My mom said it might help. You never even consider trying what she suggests.
Oh my God. You're a full-grown man taking sex advice from your mother.
Don't say it like that. You're twisting everything.
Am I? Tell me, Derek, at your big age, how is it normal for your mother to be this involved in your marriage?
You're just being mean. I'm telling my mom you said that about her.
Thanks for proving my point. You can't even stand up for yourself without running to her first.
You're impossible. You never appreciate anything I do.
You never do anything without her approval.
Maybe if you respected her more, things wouldn't be this way.
Maybe if you respected me more, we wouldn't be having this conversation at all.
Whatever. You're just bitter because you can't do the one thing a wife's supposed to do.
Oh, you mean get pregnant on demand like a prized cow? Grow up, Derek.
If you're not gonna give me a baby and you're just gonna keep being a jerk to me and my mom, then yeah, maybe I do want a divorce.
Good. At least now you're finally saying it out loud.
Don't act all righteous. You brought this on yourself.
No, Derek. You and your mother brought this on yourselves. I spent 4 years trying to build a real marriage with you, but it turns out I wasn't married to a man. I was married to a little boy who still needed his mommy to tell him what to do.
stop it! You're being so unfair.
You think this is unfair? What's unfair is the way you let your mother humiliate me. What's unfair is the way you chose her over me every never to me, your wife.
You're twisting everything. You're making me sound like some kind of monster.
If the shoe fits.
I hate that you're making me out to be the bad guy.
You are the bad guy, Derek. And the saddest part is, you don't even realize it.
Whatever. I'll be better off without you.
And I'll be thrilled to be rid of you. I wouldn't want to spend one more precious second of my life chained to a pathetic mama's boy.
I'm not...
You lying little snake! I knew you were hiding something from us. Matilda? What on earth are you talking about now? Don't you dare play dumb with me. I saw you today, walking around town with that child. Okay. And? And? You think I wouldn't recognize my own grandson when I see him? Matilda, seriously, I have no idea what you're talking about. Don't lie to me! You've been hiding Derek's child all this time, haven't you? You kept him away from his father. You kept him away from me. Wow, you're really jumping to conclusions here. Answer the question, Abby. Do you have a child? Yes, I do. I knew it. I knew you were a liar all these years. But he's not Derek's child. Oh, please. Don't insult my intelligence. I saw him with my own 2 eyes. That boy's at least 4 years old. You're wrong, Matilda. He's not 4. He's 2. 2? Don't you dare lie to me again. I'm not lying. He just turned 2 last month. I've raised children myself, you little witch. I know what a 4-year-old looks like. Congratulations! You're still wrong. You're just saying that to cover your tracks. You can't fool me, Abby. I know that boy is Derek's. He's not. End of story. End of story? End of story? You're not getting away with this. There's nothing to get away with, Matilda. You and Derek made your choices. You wanted me gone, remember? You ran off with my grandson! No, I had a child with someone else years after Derek and I divorced. Liar! I saw the way that boy smiled. Just like Derek when he was little. Matilda, genetics don't work like that. Plenty of kids have dimples and brown hair. I don't care what lies you spew. You're not keeping my grandson from me. Matilda, he is not your grandson. You think you're so smart, don't you? think you can rewrite history and get away with it. I'm not rewriting anything. You're just refusing to accept reality. I should have known better than to trust you. You were always a little snake. Funny, I thought I was a failure who couldn't give you a grandchild. Now suddenly I'm the devil for having one? Because you stole him from us. Nobody stole anything. You threw me away. You made it very clear that I wasn't good enough for your precious son. You tricked him somehow, didn't you? You got pregnant right before the divorce and hid it. You really think I'd hide a pregnancy for 9 months and a baby for 4 years? Seriously? You're cunning enough. You've always been a schemer. Matilda, you're embarrassing yourself. Just stop. I'm not letting this go. I'm getting a lawyer. I'll make sure that boy comes back where he belongs. Go ahead. File whatever lawsuits you want. You'll lose, because there's no biological connection between your family and my son. We'll see about that. We will. And you'll end up looking even more foolish than you do right now. I swear, if I have to drag you into court kicking and screaming, I will. You do whatever you need to do, but you are not touching my son. I won't let you poison him against us. He's family. He belongs with us. He belongs with me, his real mother, not some bitter, controlling woman obsessed with bloodlines and appearances. You wretch! I will not be ignored! You're not being ignored. You're being told no, something you've clearly never heard enough in your life. This isn't over, Abby. Not by a long shot. For your sake, I hope it is. You've already humiliated yourself enough for one lifetime. You'll regret this. Mark my words. I regret nothing, especially walking away from you and Derek. Best decision I ever made. You'll pay for this!
Unbelievable! I just heard from Mom! You've been keeping my son from me all this time!
Oh, for the love of... not you too.
Don't you, not you too, me! How could you do this to me, Abby?
Derek, listen carefully. I told your mother, and now I'm telling you. The child you saw with me is not yours.
Liar! You can say whatever you want, but I know he's mine! Mom told me everything!
Oh, that explains it. You believe everything Mommy tells you without thinking for yourself. Some things never change.
Shut up! Don't talk about her like that! She's the only one who ever really cared about me!
Right. Because obviously a caring mother would encourage her adult son to stalk his ex-wife about a child that isn't his.
He looks just like me! You can't lie your way out of this one, Abby!
He's not yours, Derek. Period.
You're so selfish, keeping my kid from me just to spite me!
Again, not your kid.
I cried for an hour straight when Mom told me what you did to me! How could you be so heartless?
Honestly, that doesn't surprise me. You've always been good at crying when you don't get your way.
You don't get to mock me! You stole my son!
There was no stealing. There's no secret. You're just making a fool of yourself based on a fantasy your mother invented.
I'm not letting this go! I demand to see him!
And I'm telling you no. You have no right.
You can't keep him from me! I'll go to court! I'll tell everyone what you did!
Feel free. I'll bring the birth certificate.
You forced another man to raise my son?!
For the last time, he's not your son.
You're sick, Abby. Twisted!
If you think trying to build a happy family is twisted, that says a lot more about you than me.
You're not gonna get away with this!
Get away with what exactly?
I'm gonna get my son back one way or another!
There's nothing for you to get back, Derek. You lost the only family you ever could have had when you threw away your marriage.
You think you're so smart, but the truth always comes out!
The truth is already out. You just refuse to hear it.
This isn't over, Abby! I'll fight for him! I'll fight for what's mine!
I'm not afraid of you, Derek, and neither is my family.
Enjoy your lies while you can, because soon you'll have nothing left!
The only thing I've lost.
You're insane! They're gonna realize it's all just a misunderstanding!
Misunderstanding? You and your deranged mother tried to kidnap a child from a daycare!
You're making it sound worse than it was! We were just trying to bring my son home!
You really are hopeless. And just when I thought you couldn't get any lower.
Thanks to Mom, we finally knew exactly where he was. We just needed to get him out of there.
Get ready for the best part, genius. The boy you tried to kidnap? Not your son. Not my son either.
Liar! He looks exactly like me. Everyone sees it.
Yeah, my sister's son. Yeah? Well, you and your mother are blind as well as brain dead. That little boy you scared half to death, that was my nephew.
What?
My sister's son, Derek. You know, my sister who gave birth about 6 months after you and I got divorced?
No, that doesn't make sense.
It makes perfect sense. Because your math skills are just about as bad as your judgment.
You're just making this up to cover your tracks!
Oh, please. You think the daycare isn't gonna testify? You think the security footage isn't gonna show you two lunatics barging in?
But why were you taking him to daycare?
Because my sister watches my 2-year-old while I walk my nephew to his preschool class. He loves me. And unlike you and your mother, I actually know how to treat a child with love and respect.
No way! I don't believe you!
It really doesn't matter what you believe, Derek. The police already know the truth. The prosecutors already know the truth. And you're just a pathetic, desperate criminal now.
It was a misunderstanding! I didn't know! You can't blame me for that!
A misunderstanding? You stormed into a locked daycare! You scared every child in that building half to death. They had to put the whole campus on lockdown.
I just wanted my son back!
He's not your son! He never was. And now you've traumatized a room full of innocent children because you couldn't accept reality.
I didn't mean to! Please, Abby, you have to understand.
Oh, I understand perfectly. You are exactly the selfish, brainless man your mother raised you to be.
Please, Abby, tell them it was a mistake! Tell them I'm sorry!
You think an "I'm sorry" is going to fix what you did? You think those terrified little kids are just going to forget the crazy man who tried to drag one of them out of class?
I wasn't trying to hurt anyone!
Intentions don't erase consequences, Derek. You're lucky they didn't shoot you on sight.
Please, Abby, I'll do anything! Don't let them throw me in jail!
You earned every single day you're about to spend behind bars. And if there's any justice in the world, you'll have plenty of time to reflect on all the ways you failed as a man.
Abby, please, I'm begging you!
Save your breath. I'm not wasting one more second of my life worrying about you. You're not my problem anymore.
I'm sorry! I'm sorry for everything!
And Matilda and Derek got off with surprisingly light sentences. Their lawyer spun the entire trial into a story about their naivety and poor judgment. He was practically begging the court to see them as harmless fools instead of criminals. Honestly, it wasn't far from the truth. The prosecutor shredded them during the closing arguments, but stupidity isn't a crime, and unfortunately it worked in their favor. They'll still carry criminal records for the rest of their lives, but I would have preferred to see them behind bars for a lot longer. What haunted me more was what they put my nephew through. I felt an enormous weight of guilt toward my sister for everything that happened. She trusted me to walk her son to school, and somehow my past came crashing into that safe little world. I took her out to a nice dinner to apologize. She was incredibly understanding, even when I didn't deserve it. Though, being my sister, she couldn't resist teasing me a little. She said if I had picked a husband with an IQ higher than his age, none of this would have happened. I can't even argue with that. She has me dead to rights.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.